Hello everyone, my name is Atlan. I'm an MMORPG content creator whose main game is Crystal of Atlan. I have over 1000 hours in the game and I'm here to share my in-depth new player guide so you won't make the mistakes I did when I first started playing Crystal of Atlan. Before we start, what type of game is Crystal of Atlan? Crystal of Atlan is a hub-based cross-platform action MMORPG. This means you can play it on your mobile phone or PC. It features, as of now, 6 different base classes, and each of them offer up to 2 to 3 unique subclasses with their own personality, mechanic and gameplay. Each class plays very differently from each other, so choosing the right class for you is very important. Since I will not cover each class' unique gameplay in this video, I highly suggest to search up some up-to-date endgame gameplay from other creators, or you can join me on Twitch as I stream the game daily. Crystal of Atlan offers some of the best action combat when it comes to MMORPGs. It's smooth, responsive and has its complexity, as players playing well or just mashing buttons have major difference in damage output. You can use most of your skills in the air, dodge and dash mid-air, double or even triple jump, and the overall flow of skills just feels satisfying to use. Another very important thing to talk about with Crystal of Atlan is one of those multi-character games. The more characters you have, the faster your progression will be compared to those with just one character. You can effectively use up to 6 characters, but don't be discouraged. The game has items in place to make your ult grinding as short as possible and not a long daily chore. You can also just not care and play at your own pace and enjoy the game as a one character main. Crystal of Atlan's endgame is raiding. Competitive PvP that has equalized and unequalized modes, PvE 8-man raids that also offer competitive races, improving your power to climb the ranks and improve your DPS. The game overall is catered to those that really like to compete with each other and enjoy raiding. The game doesn't take up much of your time, so it can also be a very good side game as grinding is limited by stamina and weekly lockouts for raids. Now, let's get started. You most likely just hit level 60 and wonder what to do and how to get stronger. Before you walk towards getting stronger, you need to understand what gear you're aiming for in the Nullification Mechanic. Every gear piece will have Nullification stat on it. Nullification simply is a way to gauge how good your base gear is. Raids or even dungeons require a base amount of Nullification to get rewards and be able to clear them. If your Nullification does not meet the requirement, you will not get rewards for clearing and you will get a HP draining debuff on you that you can't out-heal. So your goal should be to equip and get all the level 55 epic gears as fast as possible to increase your Nullification. Every class in the game wants to aim for the class specific Destiny gear. The gears are called Destiny because the set effect they provide is called the Destiny effect. They provide class-specific boosts and only can be used by the specific class. That means if you drop a gear piece from another class, you can equip it, but the class-specific effects won't activate. Another very important part is getting your epic dragon weapon. The weapon, no matter what class, will have dragon in the name. It gives a class-specific buffs, unlike the other weapon. Now, that you know what gear to aim for as a starter, let's talk about where to get this gear. By following the yellow quest line, you'll eventually be introduced to the Abyssal Purgatory. It's a very short one boss instance, usually taking you a few seconds to clear. It's gonna be your main way to gain the epic Destiny gears, as there's a built-in pity system where every 15 rounds you're guaranteed a random epic gear drop. You can also further increase the chances of dropping the specific piece you need by using the prey mechanic. Here you can pick a gear piece you want to increase the chances of it dropping and use Abyss Delirium as food to increase the chances. This also activates a pity mechanic. Each time you fail to drop the gear piece, your pity progresses equally to the amount of Abyss Delirium you have prayed with. This mechanic is best used with ults, as you can pick a gear piece on each character and transfer the dropped gear to your main using transfer stones to speed up your gear progression. Now, there are also other ways to get lucky and drop epic gears. One way is raids. This game is focused on raids. The best gear comes from there, and your very first raid will be checkmate. To be able to fully clear checkmate, you will need minimum 4.5k nullification. Another way to gain epic gears is Void Nest. This is a dungeon you can get rewards from 3 times a week. It guarantees a random epic gear drop and is the only way to gain the very important origin engraving, which is needed to improve your accessories. Now that we went over how to get your destiny gear, let's talk about raid gear. The current raid gear is called Hex Chest for armors and Rune for accessories. Hex Chest gear comes from the Hex Chest raids, Checkmate and Queen Coronation, and Ruin gear from the Lost Ruins raid Temple of Fate. As a new player, you should focus on your Hex Chest gear first, but if you can get carried in runes, make sure you do them and stack up on the materials. As for Hex Chest gear, the gear doesn't drop directly in this game. Raids drop blueprints, and not the whole blueprint but half of it. So you need 2 halves of a blueprint to craft the full item. There are 3 different sets: Cavalry, Chariot and Unforgiving. I won't be explaining what they each do, as I did a detailed guide about them, which I will link in the comments for you to check out. Now that we covered the gears, you'll be asking yourself how to get stronger. Are there other ways to scale my power? Well, yes, there are many ways, and let me start with the most important one. Glenn. You wonder who this guy is? Richest man of Atlan, first ever multi-gazillionaire, and the man responsible for the negative balance in my bank account.
Fuck! Dog, come on, bro! Oh my... What? Come on.
Wait.
You will hit. Come on. Come on. Please, 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 please. You piece of shit, bro. What the fuck is going on? Come on. Oh my... No! No! Come on.
Oh my
Please.
god.
Please.
Now that woman.
No!
This guy is the blacksmith, and he is in charge of enhancing your gear. Currently the highest enhancement you can get is plus 25, and that will never change, as enhancement system in this game is designed as a permanent system and not something that devs will keep increasing or adjusting. That means if you get a plus 20 weapon today, your plus 20 will have the same exact value and power in 2 years from now on. And that's the only way for me to cope with the unreal amounts of gold this old man has eaten away from me. There are 2 different enhancement systems. One is active from plus 10 to plus 15. It's full random. If you fail, you drop an enhancement, and there are ways to make it less painful, but for that, you can watch my enhancement guide. As after plus 15, you enter the amplification system. Your gear can't drop enhancement anymore, and that means even if you fail your plus 15 to plus 16 enhancement, your plus 15 stays at plus 15. Instead, they added those amplification stars. You need to hit all those stars back to back, 3 times in a row, and then also succeed again, my plus 15 to plus 16 try, which makes it 4 times in a row. Now this sounds impossible, but it has a pity system which just makes this whole thing a massive gold sink, and Glenn's ultimate master plan on becoming the richest man of Atlan. Now next is Insignias. Insignias are like runes that you put into your gears to give you bonus stats. Each gear piece can only use a few specific insignias that are designed for them, and depending on the class you choose, the choice might be slightly different overall. A lot of the min-maxing comes from the insignias, and your new player setup will be very different than your insignia when you are a late game player. Rule of thumb is to get a full set of best in slot pink insignias. You can buy them with gold from the marketplace, as drop rate for them is abysmally low. Now, the next thing to improve your power is outfits. And with outfits, I mean everything you can see here on my character under outfits. We got the SS rank costume, the S rank weapon, SS rank aura and title, the corresponding insignias also, as this is made to be a new player guide. I won't go into details what specific title or costumes you wanna get, but rather say the rarity of those, so you got an idea for what rarity you want to aim, as there will most likely be new gacha titles, auras, insignias and costumes in the future. And before the gacha players here get PTSD, the gacha system in this game is not how this game makes money. So it's very generous and 100% possible for every free-to-play to get all those things for free by just grinding currency. It will just take some time and there's no power creep so far for those things. The game released in May 2025, and even now the SS title and costume you were able to get back then is still the same now. It has not been power crept. Now that we are talking about gacha, let's get the pets out the way. In this game, pets are a big part of your damage. They have unique effects you can activate and also permanent lasting passives to help you on top of that. Epic pets give a lot of power. There's a new rotation every few months for a pet and you want to save up for those, as pets use different gacha currency, which makes it easier to go all out on costumes and still be able to save up for the pets. Another gacha is mounts, and honestly it's not worth it to spend any of your pet summons on mounts, as they use the same currency. Focus on pets, and if you really like a mount you can go for it, but it's not gonna boost your power that much. Next is circuits, and circuits is another permanent long-term grind, but it's not really expensive, just fully RNG. You have 4 different types of circuits. Radiant, which are used on your weapon, necklace, bracer and ring. Then Stellar, which are used on your seal and talisman. Time, which is used on your shoes and gloves and helmet. And then Netherlight, which is used on your chest and pants. Each of those circuits have their main attribute, which is always the same, has 0 RNG and is not what you have to worry about. But also each of them has 4 sub-attributes which are full RNG, and this is where the real pain comes in. Once you roll your 4 sub-attributes, even if you have 3 good and 1 bad, you still need to increase the level of the circuit up to max. The max is level 20, and every 2 levels an attribute is added up to level 8. At level 8, you got all 4 attributes unlocked, and every 2 levels 1 random attribute gets upgraded. If you're unlucky, all upgrades go to the bad ones and it's trash, which means endless gambling to hit that 1 god roll circuit. Now there's one more system that will improve your damage, which is card decks. This system has its own content you gotta do. It's called Nexum. It's a roguelike and actually really fun. The currency you make by playing that mode is what is used to purchase card packs, to gamble for your card decks. And besides being able to buy some card packs by money, 90% of your card packs will come from a specific content. So it's very important to do it, or else you'll be very behind with your cards. Okay, we talked about all scaling. Let me quickly explain the UI and go through everything quickly. So, the UI. On the top left you will see your character icon. Now, if you click on this, this screen pops up. So, here you can add tags to yourself. You can add them as like you want. Like I added my Twitch tag, and then you have your ID here, and very important for a lot of things. You might need to input your ID, maybe for some events or topping up, whatever it is. Then you will see your power, gear rating, achievement points, nullification, PvP rank. Here on the right side, under your server name, when you click this, you can choose your title and your moniker. And here on edit animation, you can actually choose the title you want to show. Even if you're not using the stats of the title, it will show it, but you can pick a different title for the actual stats of it. So, next. On the left side, you will see the character info we are at, then attributes. This will show your gear and also your outfits. and your stats, all of them here. You can also look at your PvP gear here. Next is skills. Here's your skill build and passives. And we got the pets, all the pets you have, the mounts, the decks you're currently using, and adventure team is your account, all your characters that you have on it. Then at the bottom left you will see growth manual. Now if you click it, this has a few useful informations. Like if you check here on development, it will show you how you rank compared to other players playing the game. Then on adventure, it will just tell you how far you have cleared for the raids and other stuffs, and how you rank with other players. Now the most important and interesting part about this is the live part. Now this one is interesting because it shows you how often you enhanced your gear, how often you crafted, how many likes you've gotten, how many likes you've given, and total time logged in. I'm here with 944 hours and this is only one of my characters. So pretty much over 1000 hours in the game so far. Okay, done with this one. Next, here you will see the quests. If you click here, you can open up a party or you can search for a party. Then at the bottom left, if you click here, you'll see your friend list. If you click on the wall chat, you can open the wall chat and, chat with people. Then we have here this icon. If you click on it, it opens up your inventory. You can just press B to open up your inventory. Now, on your inventory, you have the storage here. If you open up the storage, you have the personal storage and the account storage. Personal storage is only for yourself. Account is everything you can share throughout all your characters. That means, again, when I talked about having alts being very beneficial for your main, is because your alts can use the account storage to send over materials or other stuff, gold and stuff like that. Okay, so next let's go to the top right. Let's start with this icon here. Click on it. Here's all the gacha stuff. You have the pet summons, the current event costume summons. You got the aura here, the aura insignia, and the event weapon. Then we have the brocade summons. This is permanent. This is always active. And here you have the title that I talked about, the insignia for the title that I talked about, the S rank weapon, and the SS rank costume. Now, next is the mount summons. They rotate every few months. It's not important for a free-to-play player, especially, or a new player, because mounts will not really add that much for you. Now, next to it is this one. Now, here we have events, all the events that are going on right now, like the Power Climb Championship. This is a 3v3 tournament, gear-based. And we have next is some events that are going on right now, This is just the event tab. You will find all the events, speedrun events, first clear events, and other stuff here. You can just go through them and figure out what they're doing. Next to it is the 7-day check-in, Shana's gift. This, you can claim this every day and you have a small chance to get like a plus 13 weapon, voucher, or a transfer stone. Then we have Marvelous Tree of Wishes. Well, this procs only on weekend. You could choose a reward that you want and claim it on Monday. Level up supplies, whatever, not important. It's just some small rewards. Then we have Finny. Now, I want to talk about this guy here. Now, this is the likes guy. If you click here, you will go to the likes merchant. And this likes merchant is actually very, very, very important, especially for free-to-play players. Because if you go on this guy, you can donate some stuff that you have to gain some extra likes. Oh, but most of your likes will come by just playing actively. Multiplayer content, people just liking you, giving you likes, and you cap them out on daily. And this Finny that you get from the likes is what you use to buy your weekly food, buff food, like skill damage food here, and other important foods. But you also can use it to buy catalysts and transfer stones, which is very, very, very important, especially the transfer stones. If you're a new player, you will definitely need them, and this is a monthly limit. And as you can see, there's some items that are count limited, some items that are character limited. So especially the food, you can buy the food on every character and actually push it all to your main. So if you let's say you play a class that needs a lot of pyro food, you can buy this pyro food on all your 6 characters and move all the pyro food to your main, which is using pyro. So that's why this Finny guy is very important, because the buff food is a game changer, especially the elemental food. Because in this game, some classes do not have innate elemental damage. Like the class I'm playing right now, Spectre, he doesn't have elemental damage. And how do you find out that your class doesn't have elemental damage? If you go on your skill and you don't find, let's say, Pyro, Umbro, on whatever, on your skill itself, that means your class doesn't do any element damage. But element is a huge multiplier of your damage. As you can see here, I have 197 Pyro, and that increases my Pyro damage by 90%. And if I do not use the buff food, I will not deal Pyro damage. It's the cheapest way to gain an element advantage is by using the element buff food, because getting a crack insignia and other element conversion insignia, which tells you gain Pyro, Cryo, Umbro, whatever attack, is very expensive, very rare. That's why most people just use food and call it a day. It's very important though to use elemental food, because you don't want to miss out on a whole multiplier. Okay, so now that we covered the importance of Finny, let's keep going. Next is the shop. Well, it's the shop, you know, it's where you spend your money, but also it has a lot of other stuff here. As you can see, here's the guild treasury. When you're doing content, you get those thorn bird emblems. Well, those thorn bird emblems can be used to buy stuff that you might have missed out on. So let's say you forgot to run your raids last week. You can come back into the game, use your emblems to buy the jet black sculptures that you missed out on from last week. So it's kind of like a way to help you catch up. Even if you miss out something, you can come in the shop and buy it up. Next we have the mount shop. It's irrelevant really, it's whatever. Battle point shop, this is your PvP currency. Now we have the fleet shop. If you're in a fleet, you will be gaining those fleet points for participating in fleet related stuff, you know, and it's actually pretty useful. You can buy pulls, 10 of each per month. You can buy some licenses, you know, you can buy some catalysts and transfer stones. It's overall a very useful shop. Make sure you join a fleet. Commendation. Now this is the currency you gain from participating in the 16v16 PvP or 3v3 tournament that's going on right now. And this currency can be used to get the random Hexes module boxes, some pulls, even more, some potent catalysts, some normal. This is like a lot. This shop is very good, and that's why even if you're not a PvP fan, you should at least try to participate in 16v16s. It's very important. Now we have the adventure team shop. Now adventure team is pretty much your account level. When you're getting experience on your account, your adventure team level will slowly rise, and eventually you'll unlock new stuff. And here, even more potent catalysts that you can buy. Let me buy them real quick because I need them. And some transfer stones. Yeah, overall useful. And you can also buy an extra character card, so an extra character slot. We have some outfits here. And we have here the summon shop. When you're summoning in this game, you'll get this brocade or adore essences. Those can be used to buy different stuff. And the most important thing here for the essence of brocade is the Insignias. Now this is character-specific insignias that give you +1 level on a specific skill that you choose here. It's always low-level skills. But for some characters, it's the main DPS skills. As for me, as for my Spectre, I have Concealing Mist as my main DPS. and I'm using 6 times Concealing Mist right now, which gives me 6 levels on the skill, which is very, very huge. That's why when you're summoning for your, you know, outfits and stuff, when you're getting your brocades, make sure you use your brocades first to get your insignias. Pick the right insignias, very important, and you will get some free damage. Okay. And besides that, we have the items section here. Just some stuff you can buy. We have the astral clock here. This is what you can buy to completely switch your class, but it comes with a lot of stuff you have to consider. So if you, let's say, you started the game now, in 4 or 5 months a new class comes out, you really like it, you want to switch, you can switch it. So do not worry about it. Even if you start with a class that you eventually will not like anymore, there is always the possibility of switching over. It's all fine. Okay, so this is all about the shop. And next is this icon next to it. Now this usually only pops up when there's a new character that released. It's all the new character related events in one. As now, Assassin was the newest character added. We have the Assassin event going on here. It pretty much tells you everything you gotta do for the Assassin. Then we have the Assassin Battle Pass, another Assassin event. So it's just all about the new class event related. So if you see that icon here, means, oh, new class released. Let me check it out. Okay, now let's go back to the right side here. First here is the Battle Pass. Standard Battle Pass, nothing much to say about it. Then under it, when you click on it, you open up this menu. Now, on Adventure, it is your story related stuff, and Abyssal Purgatory. Again, this is where you get your gear. As you can see, this is where you can see your epic gear is guaranteed next time the bar progress is full. So just look at this bar. If it fills up, means you're eventually gonna drop your epic gear. And here on the top right, on the prayer, you can see what you can pray for. If I want to pray on the weapon, I click on the weapon, then click on the plus here, and I can pray for it. So this is how it works pretty much. So next is Core Battle. At Core Battle, you will see all the current rates, and as you can see, it will tell you what nullification you need. Depending on the difficulty you do, you might need more, you might need less, but overall, solo is doable easily for literally every single free-to-play player, and it gives you the most important materials, just a little bit less materials than higher rarities, higher difficulties, but still more than enough to just progress your gear slowly. So if you're a solo player, someone that just doesn't want to bother with grouping up or with the stress of, you know, oh fuck, I don't want to perform badly, you can just solo everything and it just should be fine, it should be chilling. Okay, so this was the rates. Then we have the Nexum on the right. This is the mode I talked about. This is where you get your card packs from the shop here. As you can see, I bought all the card packs already. It gives you a lot of card packs. It's must do, and it's very, very fun mode. It was probably the best addition to the game for the past few months. I have been enjoying this mode a lot. It completely changes how your character plays. You can do a lot of funny things with it. Make some broken builds, you know, try to high roll, RNG and stuff like that. It's a lot of fun. Definitely recommend giving Nexum a shot. 100% must play. And if you want to play it with a team, you can do it with a team up to 4 players, or you can also just do it solo. And yeah, that's pretty much about Nexum. So next we have the ranked match. This is just PvP. You can do solo, team. Team is not played much really. Most people just do solo. It's equalized, so none of your gear matters here. It has its own PvP gear that you can grind for. And yeah, pretty much that. Then we have the challenge here. If you click on it, you will open a few modes here. First off, temperate trials. Now this is a wave-based mode. It's not really that important. It has some one-time rewards you can get. Pretty good rewards if you like clearing it for the first time. But after that, it's not really that important. So clearing up to level 300 waves, it's not gonna be that easy. But up to 210, you can get carried. So some stronger player can just carry you up to 210 wave and you'll get a lot of potence for free. So that's pretty useful. Then we have Duel of Bonds. As another one-time thing, you just clear this, beat all the NPCs, get some one-time rewards, and you're done with it. Next we have Arena. Now this is not a one-time thing, this resets every 2 weeks. For those rewards, you just have to clear the latest one. I mean the highest tier, if you don't care about the rankings. If you want to be ranked for those rewards, which are like whatever, then you can just clear each of them, and then the whole time from all 4 of those will be added together, and your final time will be that, and it will be ranked in. So next is Void Realm. This is what I talked about at the Void Realm Nest. Very important. This thing, as you can see, it has a weekly reward 3 out of 3 and daily 1 out of 1. And this is what you get when you clear this. Orange and Engraving, you get 3 per run, and you need 12 of those to craft to upgrade your accessory once. You have 3 accessories that need upgrading, and when you upgrade your accessories, you unlock their set effect, which is very, very strong and really something you need to focus on. Don't miss on your Void Realms, guys. Make sure you do it. Next is Golden Fleece Challenge. Now this rotates. As you can see, the Abyssal Frontier is open on Monday, Wednesday and Friday. Swiftshade Racetrack, you can fucking ignore this shit. Gold Rush, very important, Saturday and Sunday, because Gold Rush you can get 3 million gold on Saturday and 3 million gold on Sunday. So pretty much 6 million gold for free. Very, very good. And Abyssal Frontier is the dummy ranking pass mode. As you can see, when you do Abyssal Frontier, you just hit the dummy for 1 minute 30 seconds, and you get ranked with other people in your own class. It's actually a really fun thing to do if you like to compete with others. See, oh, how am I doing against other people? Am I pumping? Am I dealing big damage compared to someone else? And it motivates you to improve, to get better, and try to rank higher. And you just keep seeing your damage going up, and you just feel good about yourself that, okay, yeah, I'm progressing, I'm actually doing something. My damage keeps climbing, pretty much. Next is Critical Conquest. Now, this is one way to farm gold, actually. Now, you use those things here. I forgot the name. But pretty much, you use that to enter, and it substitutes for some of your stamina that you would have used normally. Pretty much costs half the stamina of a normal grind from other modes, but it takes those tickets, which are not infinite, and if you run out of them, you have to buy them from the marketplace. That costs like 1000 gold per ticket. But if you want to min-max your gold gain, this is the best mode to do. As I talked about in my gold guide, you can watch also that one, and I explain it more there. And this also has a really low chance of dropping a legendary insignia, I mean epic insignia. This is a fucking lie. I've been playing this game for 5 months plus. I never dropped one. And I'm a little bit salty about that, but it's fine. Another thing, when you do this, your first 30 runs, pretty much, you're gonna be dropping those scrolls, lost scrolls. Those scrolls are then used to like participate in this gambling event. You just add them here, and you have a chance to win one of those, or maybe all of those. The most important thing is here getting those pink bags and precious bags, because this can give you a very, very good gold return. And you can do this on every single character, guys. Every single character. So that means up to 6 characters. You can do this weekly. You can get 30 scrolls every week on every single character. So you have a decent chance of winning at least a pink bag. And if you're lucky, you're going to get like a good insignia that you might need on your main and use it instead of using your gold to buy it from the trading house. And next thing is my favorite thing about this game, is the training room. So it's pretty much dummy parser. You go in and you hit the dummy, try to min-max, try to improve your damage. It shows you a detailed breakdown of all your skills, how much percent damage they did, the damage spread and all that stuff, you know, all the good stuff, your DPS, and it's what I spent most of my time in playing this game. I'm not even joking. I have a problem. I like the training ground way too much. Okay. So now we finish with this one. There's one more thing. If you click on this button here, it opens this menu here. Now, first off, you have your gear here, then your skills, then you have your pets. If you click here, you'll open up your pets. Then we have, on the right side is the fleet menu. You click on this if you're in a fleet. There's some, like this one. You just go in with your fleet members, kill this boss, you get rewards. Mine is server versus server PvP event that is daily, opens up at those specific times. You go in, you kill other people, have fun. You know, it's gear based, so if you meet the whale, you might be deleted. That's something. Then we have Ancient Battlefield. This is the 16 versus 16 tournament. It has really good rewards. You just participate with your guild, you know, have some fun. It's a lot of fun actually. Then we have the trade house. Just, you know, just a trade house. It has stuff in it. And especially if you're new, if you want to increase your damage, the moment you hit level 60 actually, just buy those cheap level 55 pink gears, all of them. You know, just buy the full set of it, and it will boost your damage a lot, and you will be able to do your like first day grinds way easier and start farming for epic gears. Okay, so next we have the consignment. Now this is the most important thing for free-to-plays. If you want to make the premium currency, you need to sell your gold. You go here, it has a market price, and you just list how much gold you want to list. Okay, let's say I want to list 10 million gold. If I list 10 million gold, I will get 1.3k opals from it, prismadium from it, once someone buys my gold. And this is the most important part for free-to-plays, to gain the gacha stuff. And yeah, pretty much that. Then we have the rankings here. You can see various rankings. This game has like 50,000 rankings. Just ranking for everything. If you're type of person who likes to rank up, yeah, there's just rankings for everything. So, you know, have fun. Next we have the achievements. Achievements. Exploration. You can like explore stuff in this game. I don't know what it really does, because I'm not an exploration fan, but if you're bored, you have nothing to do, you can just, you know, work on this. Next we have the Atlan decks. Now this has some useful information, like let's say you're looking at crafting this helmet, because you need it for your build. It will tell you what you need. Okay, you need the Variant Guards helmet, you need the blueprint, and you need 24 sculptures. It's just like a... And it also has the card system is here. You actually upgrade the cards and card decks from here. You can see what card decks there actually are. It has all the insignias. You can check all the insignias and see how strong they will be if they're maxed out. And on the live one, on the special, on the fishing, you can see all the fish you have caught so far, because this game has actually fishing in it. It has a whole island dedicated to that fishing system, pretty much. Then mounts. It's just mounts. Okay. And pretty obvious here. Settings, mail, and I think this covers pretty much the UI. Oh, one thing. If you press M, you open up the map. Okay. So here we have the channels. Then here we have the NPCs. If you click on the world map, here at the Dancing Wave Island, this is where you pretty much go to fish. I just want to point it out real quick because it's a pretty relaxing activity actually. Just go in here, you know, run around, try to find the fishes. It will show like here, oh here, there's a fish spot here. I just track it and I just walk towards it. Once you're here, just press F. And you start fishing. That's it. Jeez. Besides that, this island has a few mini events that are active on the weekend, like some soccer coach, then some racing event, and the most important thing, the conch gambling. On the weekend, pretty much, those events open up, and you can bet your gold on what type of conch will win the race. So kind of like horse racing. It's actually pretty fun. Yeah. Okay. So this is pretty much all about the UI. I know I said a lot of other things during the explanation of the UI, but I feel like it was kind of needed to be said, so it's easier for you to, you know, understand some things. But yeah, this is pretty much my new player guide. I hope you liked it. I hope it helps you out. I hope it's useful. If there's any other things I have not mentioned here, or some other questions you have, I stream daily on Twitch TV. The link is in the description and in the comments. You can always join in, ask me any questions you want, and I'll have an answer for it, always. So, see you there. Thank you for watching, everyone. Have a good day, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye bye.